Well, and staying with BRICS-related matters, the National Joint Operational and Intelligence Structure are briefing the media on safety and security-related plans in place for the BRICS Summit, which will be held in Sandton, north of Johannesburg next week. United Nations Secretary-General, as you just heard, Antonio Guterres, will fly to South Africa early next week to attend the 15th BRICS Summit. He is among a group of 67 leaders and 20 international organizations that have been invited by the host. Let's now take you live to that press briefing.
I must indicate that Natjoints, as it is known, is an operational arm of the JCPS cluster DGs and ministers. The Natjoint is mandated to ensure thorough planning, implementation and execution. With the summit in 4 days, the Natjoint is ready to ensure that as government prepares to welcome heads of states, ministers and leaders from various countries from across the world, that this happen in a safe and secure environment with minimal to no incident of instability and criminality. A priority committee comprised of various government departments across all three spheres has been meeting regularly with all relevant role players to ensure a security plan is developed that looks at transport, route, venue, accommodation, traffic control, sea, land and air border security. The safety and security preparation for the summit are on track, with all critical role players to execute their various responsibilities as per their mandate. The established discipline and work stream continues to implement the Natjoints standard 5-pillar approach, which will ensure that all bases are covered thoroughly. Intelligence gathering, analysis and coordination, proactive approach which includes high visibility to policing, prevention and response to any eventuality. Combat approach through law enforcement in response to any violation of the law through the deployment of specialized supported by the South African National Defence Force should need arises to exercise their secondary role of supporting the South African Police Service. The reactive approach through detection and case management, and the fifth and the last approach, it's awareness and information sharing led by the GCIS and communication teams from DERCO and the South African Police Service to keep the interested party and communities at home and abroad updated through messaging that will enhance the safety and security of everyone in the country, residents and visitors alike. One of those endeavors, it's what we are currently doing as the briefing to the state of readiness of the Natjoints to the upcoming event. Furthermore, working closely with all stakeholders, the Natjoints will thus heighten police visibility in and around the conference center with the aim of preventing and combating any form of opportunistic crime pre, during, and post the summit. We have mobilized maximum resources from all government departments involved in the planning of this particular event, together with various law enforcement agencies, including the Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department and Johannesburg Metro Police Department. We are executing and implementing the security plan accordingly, which will include more boots on the ground. All law enforcement agencies deployed to secure the event will enforce the law at all times and at all areas of deployment. Each and every member deployed has a responsibility and an obligation to execute their respective mandates professionally, impartially, and with integrity. It is on that note that we request everyone within the borders of South Africa to cooperate with law enforcement officers. Members of the public, we caution you against committing any illegal acts, as law enforcement agencies will not hesitate to act against anyone who conducts themselves in an unlawful manner. Any threats of disruptions will be dealt with decisively within the ambit of the law. Only those in possession of accreditation to attend will be allowed near the venue and restricted areas. I repeat, only persons that will be in possession of accreditation to attend will be allowed near the venue and restricted areas. Therefore, those who are still without accreditation, which includes officials and members of the media, are advised to pre-register and obtain a non-transferable accreditation. The online registration process will close on the 18th of August 2023. Accreditation collection is from the 19th of August to the 24th of August from 7 a.m. South African Standard Time to 1900 hours p.m. Only those who have pre-registered will be eligible to collect their accreditation at Radisson Blu, Gautrain. Those found with fraudulent accreditation will face the full might of the law and will be dealt with accordingly. No accreditation card, no entrance to the venue. Lost cards must be immediately reported to the South African Police Service. It is a serious offense to exchange cards amongst colleagues and friends. To this end, high-density operation through increased roadblock, vehicle checkpoints, high visibility on foot, vehicle-mounted air patrols will be conducted. Stabilized operations and deployment of members at crime hotspots to ensure heightened integrated crime prevention operations are underway. A notice to all airmen, NOTAM, has also been issued by the Civil Aviation Authority, which restricts the airspace within 2 nautical miles and 5,000 feet above sea level to the conference venue from the 22nd to the 24th August, including and especially between 8 o'clock on Sunday, 20 August to 2400 hours on Thursday, the 24th of August 2023. All flyers are advised that this is a restricted no drone zone. Those who are found to be operating drones in the vicinity will be in breach of the restricted imposed by the Civil Aviation Authority, and as such, steps will be taken against transgressors. Residents in the city of Johannesburg are advised that there will be a limited access in areas surrounding the Sandton Convention Center. Those operating business and those who reside near Sandton Convention Center are advised of the following routes closures that enclosed the venue. From 8 a.m. on Sunday, the 20th of August to 2400 hours midnight on Thursday, the 24th of August. Routes are as follows: Corner, Moat and West Street, Corner West Street and Alice Lane, Corner Alice Lane and the 5th Street. On Wednesday, the 23rd of August, those operating businesses and residing along Midrand Gallagher Estate are advised on the following road closures. From 1500 hours South African Standard Time to 2400 hours on the said date. The following routes will be affected: Gallagher Avenue and Richards Drive, Richards Drive Traffic Circle, Jonik and Lupton Street, Jonik and Pretoria Road. In closing, we are making a call to all South Africans, as they have done on many occasions, to welcome our international guests with humanity, warmth and care, in the true spirit of Ubuntu. We therefore affirm as Natjoints that we are ready for the upcoming event. Members are already on the ground, and we are ready to deliver a safe and secure event. I thank you.
Thank you very much, General. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let me just remind you, that was Lieutenant General Tibello Musikidi, who is the co-chairperson of the Natjoints, also in her capacity as the Deputy National Commissioner for Policing in the South African Police Service. Ladies and gentlemen, we will immediately go over to questions. We'll take questions from the floor. I will open up for a round of questions. You will introduce yourself, the media house that you're representing, and pose your question. Can we take questions now? I don't see any hands. Does that mean the statement covered everyone's questions? Okay, from the WhatsApp, Ishmael?
Thank you, Chairperson. We don't have questions on the WhatsApp groups.
Okay. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, once again. I assume that means our statement covered all areas of concern. We thank you once again for your attendance, and thank you once again to GCIS for arranging this. And we will be sharing the statement with you once again on our WhatsApp platform and our different communication channels. Thank you very much. And just as I was about to say my last thank you, there's a hand. Okay?
From Times Live. Just a quick question. How many law enforcement agencies will be deployed, if you can share that, please?
Okay, General, how many law enforcement agencies will be deployed? Or members? Okay. General,
Okay, I have to go over. Maximum deployment is going to be undertaken for this operation. Maximum deployment. All law enforcement agencies under the JCPS cluster will be deployed. I can't divulge numbers. We don't normally give the numbers for security reasons, and numbers changes from time to time depending on the intelligence report that we get from time to time. So I may plan for 500 today, then there will be a necessity to upscale or to downscale, but a maximum deployment based on the challenges that will be at hand. Thank you.